Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, H Factor 66, once again. And I'll be honest, I did not expect to be making another Rings video on Sonic Rush Adventure so soon, but I got a little lucky tonight. This was my first run on Coral Cave Act 2 of the night. Because after getting perfect with Sonic on Plant Kingdom Act 1, I decided, hey, there's some other levels I can still improve, so I might as well try to get those improved, right? So I decided to try and improve Coral Cave Act 2 here, since the the former world record now, I should say, was a tied world record between me and another player named Cruiser. We both got 380 rings, which is obtained usually from getting 2 50s and a 10 from the randoms and getting all of the stage rings. As you just saw there, I got the first 50. I was pretty happy about that. I'm like, okay, this run's going somewhere. I don't have to reset right away. Just getting the first 50 on your first try, it puts you in a good mood. Like, maybe today's gonna be a good day. But then I got to the second random here and I got a 30, so I'm like, there's still a chance for world records, so I'm just gonna continue with the run, which I am very glad I made that decision, as you'll find out soon enough. We're about to do 3 difficult tricks here. The first one you saw was getting all of the 6 rings on both sides of that drop. You have to press R, do the up and R move at the right time. This is the second one where you have to boost across those spikes in order to get back to the other side here, so you can get all of these rings. And this is the most difficult one. That up and R move, there's a very small time window in order to get that trick to work. It is very difficult to land, trust me. I've missed that trick more than once. But yeah, the reason we want to get up here after coming from the bottom path is because this is the only way to get all of the rings on both the top and bottom paths in the last section and in this section. Because if you just take the minecart, once you get off it and you go back to where the minecart originally was, it'll respawn, so we can't backtrack. So obviously, you have to do that set of difficult tricks in order to get, all the rings, which we obviously want to do for ring attack. And what I was doing here was just a little backtracking, just to make sure that I didn't miss any rings. I just had to second guess myself for a little bit here, because usually I have 2 50s at this point, not a 50 and a 30, and I'm continuing. So, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything, that I'm not counting wrong, and I didn't miss anything. I got all the stage rings up to this point, and I didn't miss any in this run, so there's nothing to worry about. I was just a little paranoid because, this had the potential to be a world record, and I didn't want to do something stupid to, I didn't want to miss any stage rings, because any possible stage ring you can get, you'll just look stupid for missing it. Just look like you're not trying. And yep, here I really started to screw up my movements, because, the nerves were kind of getting to me. But, yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was kind of a little out of my element, I guess. But I still managed to get to this point without getting hit, so that's what matters. That's what matters. And now we're going into the final minecart section. This is where the rest of the stage rings that are possible to get in the last random ring box are. So, I just jump my way over the spikes and get all the stage rings. That's all stage rings. I actually crossed my fingers here, like, please be a 50, and there, as you can see, I got the 50. I freaked out when I saw that second 50, because, getting a world record for rings on your first try in this game, like, unless you're doing a stage that doesn't have any randoms, that, like, never happens. That, like, never happens in this game, man. So, yeah, needless to say, I was pretty happy about that. But, yeah, I think that's gonna wrap this up, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.